Hi everyone, welcome back. Have you ever noticed how many South Dakota plates you see on the road? Now, take into consideration how many people actually live in the state of South Dakota. Want to know why there's so many plates from South Dakota? South Dakota is one of the few states that allow you to not be a resident. You don't even have to have a driver's license, a home address, or any affiliation at all with the state of South Dakota in order to register your vehicle in South Dakota. And if you're from certain states where you pay higher taxes on your vehicle, say sales tax, you purchase a vehicle, you want to register it in a state, or say some states require uninsured motorist insurance and you need to maintain that on your policy. Well, South Dakota has better insurance rates, and they also don't require some of those other things like the uninsured motorist policies. Now, we moved to Mexico in 2022, and we sold our RV in 2022. So we haven't had an RV since then. Well, we don't live in the States, so there's no point to me keeping a plate from whatever state that is that may require me to do annual vehicle inspections or anything of the sort. South Dakota is one of those states where you can mail your original documents to South Dakota, and I won't go into exactly what documents are needed in this video. I've already done a video on that, and I'll link it here or here, and you can see the document that's required. You can even go to the South Dakota website and you can see what they ask you to have. But you can send the documents to them through the mail. South Dakota will process that information and send it back to you. As far as paying for it, you can put your credit card information, or you can just send the documents in like I've done several times. And once with your information, your telephone number, your email address, and when it comes time to process your paperwork, someone will call you from the DMV and they will ask you for your payment method, and then you can pay over the phone. There's a small fee. I think they charge like maybe 4% or something of the sort in order to process your paperwork. It's not bad. If you're accustomed to calling some DMV and either never getting a call back, or you're accustomed to not even be able to call the DMV because no one ever answers, it doesn't even go to voicemail, then this is an option. But I will say this past year, when it was time for me to renew my registration, I was having a little bit of difficulty. More importantly, this past December, my vehicle was giving problems and I needed to trade the vehicle in fast. I needed my title. Well, I didn't have my title on me. And like I said, I live here in Mexico, and I was actually on my way to the United States when the vehicle started giving issues. In California, they said I needed the title in order to trade it in, and I didn't have it. I used a company called SD, letter S, the letter D, plates, PL8S, in order to assist me. The gentleman that I use is Sean. By the way, I'm not getting paid to do this video, and I apologize, Sean. I said I would have done this video like back in January. I just haven't gotten around to it, but I'm doing the video now. I use Sean. I was able to send Sean email the information that I needed, I was able to email the information that Sean needed, fill out the documents. It's kind of like doing a power of attorney saying that you authorize him to act on your behalf. The very next day, Sean went into the DMV to process the paperwork. He sent me a link saying that this is where it is, and I was able to get it back. So if you're one of those people that either already have South Dakota as the state that holds your registration for your vehicle, or you're thinking about using South Dakota to do such business, you can actually go through this company. Like I said, it's SD PL8S to accomplish this process. The fee that I paid in order to get it done was very minimal, and I just think it's a good tool to have, especially if you're trying to get hold of the DMV and you can't, or you're in a rush like I was. Let me caveat this again by saying certain states, I'm gonna guess and say probably most states, require that if you are a resident of the state, you're required to get a plate for that state within a certain period of time. I don't know what they all are, don't claim to know, and I'm not gonna look it up. If that may be you, this may not be your best course of action because you want to get pay less on insurance or get around, say, inspecting your vehicle once a year or however it is. But if you're a traveling person, you're not in any particular state for any duration of time, you maybe work online, this may be a good way to go about getting your vehicle registered where you don't have to worry about it. And each year you can do this back through the mail, or unless you're in difficulty, you can contact this company in order to assist you. But either way, I think it's pretty good. It's good information. I won't say everyone where I live here in Mexico, but you'd be surprised how many, no, you wouldn't. The majority of people that live here full-time, they all have South Dakota plates, and that's it. That's the reason why. It just makes sense. It's not that you're doing anything wrong. We don't live in the United States. My vehicle spent out of a year, my vehicle might be in the United States maybe 2 weeks when I drive back because I have to do something, and then I'm back across the border. So this is where we are. This is where we live. So it makes sense for us. I'm not sure your particular situation, but if it does apply to you and you think this can be beneficial, go ahead and give Sean a call or go to the website and submit the documents. Like I said, I'll link the video, the original video for the documents that are required. And thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, but ring that bell so you can be notified next time I make a video. And if you're ever in Baja, sir, we're just 45 minutes away from Cabo San Lucas. We have a beautiful property here where we have several units for rent. We have it on Airbnb. We have our website, which is casaconvistabcs.com. Look us up if you're looking for a place to rent, if you're in this area. And besides that, have a wonderful day. Hasta luego.
Don't forget to like and subscribe and comment down below.